On December 18th, 2023, I planned a feminine practice experience for myself. The use of the word feminine here is completely independent of gender, and I'll talk more about that later. So for anyone not familiar with the use of this terminology, think of the feminine as occupying one side of a continuum between two poles, where the feminine is what is contained and the masculine is the container itself. So the feminine is what is in the container, anything that would be in the container, and the masculine is the container itself. And here's what's important about this. The masculine container exists so that the feminine, what's in the container, can express itself as fully as possible. I happen to think this is a metaphor, and a really practical metaphor for life. When a person is practicing in the masculine pole, they're practicing whatever it takes to create strength to contain someone or something else. During this experience I planned for myself, I included two masculine practices, one at the beginning and one at the end. When a person practices in the feminine pole, ideally, they're allowing full expression of whatever comes spontaneously. So what I did for this experience was to plan a music playlist of a little over 2 hours. And other than the decision to do some breath work at the beginning, a stillness meditation at the beginning, and a stillness meditation at the end, everything in between is completely spontaneous. On this night, I happened to be choosing primarily a feminine practice for myself. This led to a whole range of emotions and impulses and expressions that I allowed to come through me during the course of the night. I chose it because full expression in my body has always been challenging for me, so I wanted to develop it more. I also spend a lot of time doing masculine practices such as stillness meditation, qigong, cold exposure, breath work. These are all ways that I work on strengthening my nervous system so I can be more of that container. My goal is to create as much range in my ability to occupy either pole as I can. That way I can choose where I want to be in any given moment. If I choose to be in the containing role, I want to be able to do that. If I choose to want to be more on my feminine side and be more in expression, I want to be able to do that too. And of course, if I'm choosing to occupy the feminine pole, I also have to have a part of me that's able to contain that. That's why it's so important to practice the masculine end of the spectrum. In light of today's politics, it's important to understand that use of the terms masculine and feminine here is completely independent of gender implications. Whatever the gender variation as which a person identifies, they can practice different skills on this spectrum. So here is a 4-minute sampler of my feminine practice experience. Dan DeSena here. If you or a person you love is struggling to meet their potential in health, success, or relationships, check out my website at dandesenacoaching.com. And please click subscribe to keep up with my content. There's lots more to come.